at Srinath Smart Technologies Private Limited, and he would be easier to present a concept solution. So over to you, Rajuji.
Can you give me the presenter slides?
Yes, sure.
It will be in the user who has the audio access. All right, perfect. Are you able to see it?
Yes, we can see and hear you. And also your slides. So please do it the full screen.
All right. All right. For this opportunity and getting all the industry players together for this webinar. A brief about myself. My name is Rahil Patel. I work at Srinath Smart Technologies Private Limited. We are into energy storage solutions, which are either replacements of diesel generator sets or even your traditional inverters as battery storage solutions. So about Srinath Smart Technologies, we are a pan-India. We have a pan-India presence in New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Hyderabad, and Mumbai. And she forces the business vertical, which focuses purely on energy storage solutions at SSTPL. We provide lithium-ion-based power backup solutions with a number of applications ranging from home energy storage solutions to telecom, microgrids, to grid-type solutions, and renewable energy integration, which includes solar plus wind plus BESS solutions. I'm sure everyone knows this, but in case if someone is not from the field, the basic cells of lithium-ion batteries come in different cell chemistries. Depending on the applications, we would choose the cell chemistry, which would be assembled into a battery pack. The different grades of cells are available, which determines the life cycles and the temperatures at which they operate. Accordingly, we choose the right cells for the applications that our customers are looking for. In following which, these battery packs are combined with our electronics equipment, depending on what application you want to use it for. So moving on to diesel generator sets, what is the issue that our clients are facing in the market right now? Number one is the pollution. Although a number of diesel generator sets which come out and market themselves as non-polluting, they still have emissions that are coming out of it. You just can't see them. Additionally, it's very inconvenient to own a diesel generator set. Once you purchase a diesel generator set, you're not done. You need to install it. You need to install a platform on which you need to construct a platform on which your diesel generator set is installed. You need to have an EMC in place with these dealers and distributors. There is the question of transportation and storage of fuel in a cool environment. Periodic oil change, part replacement is required after a set number of hours. Number of breakdowns are seen in diesel generator sets from time to time. Large space is required, and you would need to keep it outdoors because of all the gas emissions which are happening. Noise is a second concern. Late at night when you're sleeping and there's an outage, noise levels are above a certain threshold. And for remote places where you have these generator sets in for telecom towers as backup power, or for other applications in remote offices, diesel theft is a big concern. Even maintaining it in those remote locations is a big issue. And turning on the generator in case of a power outage, if you don't have an automation panel in place, is a concern. Now, all of these issues have their own associated costs, which increase the cost of owning a diesel generator set. So whenever you purchase a diesel generator set, please keep in mind that it's not just the upfront cost. It is all these related costs and the inconveniences that you're getting with it. So according to Electric India, one of the oldest electrical engineering magazines, diesel generator market in India in 2018 was 1 billion, and 2024 it is going to go up to 1.5 billion as noted over here. So this is the power box solution Force offers, which is a
हाँ तो मोकलाओ हाँ हाँ तो नहीं हाँ नहीं
one of the solutions which I would like to focus on this presentation, which we have developed for the residential market. It has easy charging facilities, direct charging, convenient to use, and once it is fully charged and out of use, it maintains its state of charge level. It has a very low self-discharge rate. It is wall-mounted, compact, so it does not take up a lot of space like a generator would take up, especially in the prime real estate areas where you have space constraints. The rent of space is very high. You would opt for power box rather than going for a generator set. It has a long life, so it's not like your lead acid batteries where you need to change it every 2.5, 3, 4 years. It has a lifetime of 8 to 10 years for your power backup. So this is the functional diagram of how it works and some of the installations that we have done in residential buildings and apartments and houses. Some of them are in farmhouses. As you can see, the grid and solar PV charges your battery pack. You have the option to set priorities, whether you want solar to utilize maximum solar to charge your battery banks, or you purely want to use your battery pack for backup purposes. So depending on the application, you can set the priority. So that opens up a lot of avenues and a huge market which can be addressed. We also offer remote monitoring systems, so you can just monitor it from your mobile application or your desktop, control the system, turn it on, turn it off, and this data would help you in determining your consumption and in turn help the stakeholders in the grid. So what are the applications that we see for these solutions? Offices, shops, security systems, automated gates and access doors, farmhouses, houses, apartments. So in South Delhi, a lot of people are currently using generator sets to power up their homes whenever there is a power outage. This would be an ideal solution for such customers. Because it is charging not only from the grid but also from solar. Whenever there is an outage, you get extended amount of backup, not only up to the storage capacity of the battery pack, but also what the solar panels are generating on your rooftop can be utilized by you by keeping the battery in place. So why is it an ideal replacement of a generator? It's convenient, first of all. Once you install it, you don't have to worry about it. You are not purchasing a power backup solution for you to waste your time in maintenance and regular upkeep of the system. Charges from the solar and the grid. If you have set the priority to solar charge it from solar panels, it is technically free of cost once you have installed the solar panels. No emissions in these systems, so you can keep them indoors. Zero maintenance is required. No water top-up, which would be required in a lead-acid battery, or regular maintenance of diesel generator sets are not required. Part replacement, because diesel generators are mechanical units, you need to replace the parts every few months, which is not required for lithium-ion systems. It is green at the end of its life. Number of its elements are recycled and reusable. Silent in operation, it does not create any noise pollution. So no vested interest. So for diesel generator sets, as there's an issue with diesel theft, such issues are not seen with battery plus solar solutions which are available in the market at the moment. So we have installed these solutions in a number of houses, farmhouses, in different cities across India. We have this for the past 2 years. We've received great feedback from our clients. They're quite happy with the performance. They were initially looking to install a diesel generator set, but then they decided to go ahead with the power box solutions, and slowly increasing the awareness of availability of such solutions in the market would be helpful to the customers, because customers are looking for convenience And the cost is another factor which I would like to discuss in these slides, which I mentioned in brief in the previous slides. The costs associated with element of owning a diesel generator set is listed over here. We sat down with a number of stakeholders in the diesel business. We got their consensus on the numbers for each of these things and the activities which need to be conducted once a person purchases a diesel generator set over its lifetime. So there is a cost of an automation panel. If you want to turn on your diesel generator set whenever there is an outage, there is an automation panel which you need to install, which has its additional costs. Transportation of fuel, storage of fuel is an additional cost, as I had mentioned. The wiring, cabling, concrete slab which needs to be installed outdoors is an extra cost. And if you look at the pictures, it's just ugly to look at in your home or your office. Having a generator set, rather you would prefer to go for a aesthetically beautiful looking power backup solution, which is also economical for you, which is also good for the environment. And with upcoming technologies, people really have the perception of putting diesel generator sets or lead acid in order, but they don't know that such solutions could be available with the advancement of technology, which provide the convenience of lead acid battery plus inverter and the backup time of what a generator would provide in typical cases. So if a resident knows that they have a power outage for 2 hours every Tuesday, then they can go ahead and install the battery capacity accordingly. Alright, moving on to the next slide. We did some calculations based on these initial upfront costs and the costs of maintenance on the life cycle of the diesel generator set. What would be the fuel consumed by it? What is the cost of fuel? So when we conducted this study, the cost of diesel was 67 rupees. Today it is around 75 rupees in Gujarat. So that price has gone up. So if you look at the total cost per units of electricity provided over its lifetime, it comes out to be 33.6 rupees per unit of electricity consumed. You need to consider not only the upfront cost and the fuel cost, but all the associated costs which come along with it. Additionally, the reduced efficiency over its lifetime needs to be considered in order to get the exact idea of what the cost of owning a diesel generator set would be. Similarly, we did all the calculations for the Powerbox solution, which is essentially lithium-ion batteries connected to the grid. We calculated it based on 7 rupees per kilowatt hour from the grid as grid electricity charges and 80% depth of discharge plus the reduced capacity over a 10-year period of its life. And this is the cost which came out, which is rupees 18 per kilowatt hour. This is considering that it charges only from the grid. If we also consider an option where solar is installed on your rooftop and you are charging your power box using solar panels, the cost would further go down than this. So economically, it is already making sense to own a lithium-ion battery plus solar for your homes. I'm only considering one case because of the time constraint over here. But this is a typical example of what would happen in a home or a shop or an office where you want to run your one air conditioning system, lights and fans on a battery backup. This would be the cost during a power outage, or even if you have set it as solar priority. Now it would be lesser than this. So I would like to now talk about what we do and what approach we have taken in the market and what solutions we offer. So Shreeforce, Shreeforce is a technology-focused company. We have a very agile approach when it comes to determining the right technology. We are lithium-ion technology is at the nascent stages in India, and we're working with a number of R&D institutions across India trying to look at different business cases, different applications of lithium-ion batteries plus solar plus grid integration on these solutions, and where lithium-ion batteries plus solar plus grid fits in this Indian market is something that we are focused on. So we are doing a number of pilot projects in off-grid applications, distributed off-grid applications, grid-tied systems, which would be large-scale grid-tied systems, small portable power supply solutions, which can be used in remote offices and remote locations across India. For telecom applications, right now, a number of people are using inverter with lead-acid battery, not combined.
High inverter. માં તો નહીં રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ. રેટ જ આવે. ત્યાં તો ફોક્સિસ ના રેટ આવે છે. આ ભાવ પ્રમાણે ફોક્સિસ ચાલે. તમારે ચાલે ફોક્સિસ આ ભાવ પ્રમાણે? સોફા ના કરાય અત્યારે ભાવ તો જોવો. આ ભાવ તમને કોણ સોફાનું કામ આવશે? ક્યાંથી આવવાના છે ભાવ એ મને કહો. અત્યારે 15 કિલો 3.3 કિલોવોટની ઇન્વર્ટરની કોસ્ટિંગ 14,000 રૂપિયા ચાલે. સોફાનો ભાવ મિનિમમ તમારે છે ને 17-18,000 રૂપિયાની ગણતરી રાખો. એવું કેમ? મને નહીં લાગતું. લુમિનસ 14,000 લઈ ગયું છે તો તમારું ક્યાંથી એટલે આવવાનું હતું એ કહો. અત્યારે ફોક્સિસ એ 14,000 રૂપિયા 3.3 કિલોવોટની સિસ્ટમના છે. અને લ્યુમિનસ નું બી એટલું 14,000 રૂપિયા ચાલે છે. લ્યુમિનસ ને આમાં રિવાઇઝ થઈ કેટલા રિવાઇઝ થશે એ મને કહો. થઈ શકે તો કહો તો હું કરાવડાવું. ચલો 100 પીસ. હા વાંધો નહીં. હા
they're piloting such solutions, and the power box battery pack can be mounted on your wall, not requiring any space, and be installed in your home in South Delhi. So we are always open to collaborate, open to get ideas from the industry, and looking for new solutions and narrowing down on the right solution that would be good for the Indian market. So that will be all from my end. Thank you, GIZ, and thank you, Solar.